Stop caring what other people think. Stop caring what other people think about you, about what you're doing, about what you're trying to accomplish in life. We're always so worried about like, oh, what do they think? What do they think about like the job that I'm doing or the major that I want to study or this decision or that decision. We're so worried about what our friends will think or what our family will think or what society thinks. But who gives a fuck, dude? What do you want to do with your life? That's why the whole like ethos of my channel, the whole like tagline is like the Uncle Iroh quote. Who are you and what do you want?
Who are you? And what do you want?
That's what he said to Zuko. He said, who are you? Like, who are you as a human being? Like, who are you? Not who they told you to be, not what the societal programming told you to be, but who are you actually without any of the outside influence? And then what do you want? What do you want to do with your life? What do you want to do? Not what you've been told you should do, or you should get this kind of job, or you have to have this kind of lifestyle. What do you want? We can literally do whatever we want. Life is like an open world RPG MMO. It's like we're all playing fucking real life World of Warcraft or some shit. We can just do whatever we want. We can literally go and travel the world if we want to. We can go and try and get whatever career we want to. We have to put in work, of course, to do these things. We can go and, you know, get whatever kind of relationship we want. Again, it's like, it's simple, but it's not easy. We have to put in work to do these things, but we can literally choose our own adventure, right? You know, those choose your own adventure books that we would read as kids, like that's literally real life. Who gives a fuck? Like, stop worrying. When I say stop worrying about what others think, that doesn't mean like you don't care about them. That doesn't mean you don't care about other people or you don't respect other people, but we're not letting other people's opinions dictate our decisions in life. We're not letting other people's opinions dictate how we feel about ourselves. Like, I am who I am regardless of what other people think. You are who you are regardless of what other people think. It doesn't matter, oh, you know, try and be like everybody else, do what everyone else is doing. Fuck what everyone else is doing, dude. Everyone else is unhappy. Everyone else is out of shape. Everyone else is unhealthy mentally and physically. Why would we want to be like them? See, this whole channel is for people who just want to be themselves, who want to be the best versions of themselves. That's all I'm doing with these videos. I'm trying to share with you how to be the best version of myself, right? Or I'm working on being the best version of myself, and I'm like sharing this journey, and I'm just trying to document it and share it with people who maybe are on the same path as me, but maybe are a few steps behind me. And honestly, I had this video idea and I had a whole script, but I'm not even reading it. Like, usually I have the script on my phone and it's over there. Because again, even a script for a video, it's the same idea. It's like I'm writing out word for word what I'm gonna say and planning everything out and like overthinking it because I'm too worried about what the viewer might think or what the algorithm might think. But who cares? Just speak your truth and the right people will hear it. Speak your truth and then present it in an attractive package. So the title, the thumbnail, all that algorithm-y stuff. But it's like, there's a balance to be had. It's like in real life, you know, we tend to listen more, respect more, you know, our ears perk up a little more when it's a message coming from someone that we find attractive, right? If you ever notice all the most popular channels on YouTube, especially in the self-improvement space, it's all people who are good looking or in shape. Pretty privilege is real. Pretty privilege exists in real life and it exists on social media, on YouTube especially. But the whole point of this is not caring, right? It's about wanting versus needing. It's about why do we care so much about like, oh, I need the pretty privilege. I need to look a certain way in order to get people to listen to me. You know, you're too needy. You're too needy. You're too needy for the validation. You're too thirsty for it. You're too desperate for it. This is why so many guys have trouble getting girls. This is why so many people in Gen Z have trouble getting into relationships, because they're all so thirsty, because they're all like watching porn and looking at all these TikTok girls that's frying your brain, making you desperate for the dopamine hit of women, of external validation. And that is making you thirsty, and then girls are put off by that. They're not attracted to that. It gives them the ick because you're putting too much pressure on the situation. You're putting too much pressure on them. You're too needy, and needy is creepy. That's something I heard from when I was learning about sales in like college or whatever. They said when you're on the phone, you're trying to sell to someone and you just keep pushing and you keep pushing and they're like, no, I don't want it. That's creepy. That's forceful. That's weird. And that's the same thing you're doing with girls. You're too needy. You're too needy because you care too much what other people think. When you have self-respect and you just care about what you think about yourself and your opinion about yourself is the only thing that matters, you don't care about how you're going to be perceived by other people. Yeah, you still should have social intelligence and be aware of it, but you're not letting that stop you, right? You're not letting that dictate your entire life, what other people think. What other people think don't even matter. Most people aren't even thinking about you like that. They're too busy thinking about their own lives and stuck in their own heads doing their own thing. Do you need that validation? Do you need that girl? Like, no. Do you want it? Okay, sure. You can admit to yourself that you want it, and that's fine. But there's a different energy when you're saying, oh, I want you, but I don't need you, right? I'm interested in you, but I don't need you. You'll be willing to take risks. You'll be willing to, put yourself out there a little more. Risk being rejected, risk people not liking you. Same thing with making content, right? You're taking a risk and you're risking people not liking the content, rejecting the content. But when you're secure in yourself, it's like you don't care. You're like, I want to make this video. I don't need to get, millions of views and stuff. I would like to, that would be wonderful, but I don't need it. I'm not attached to that. That's not going to determine the outcome. That's not going to determine whether or not I make new videos. I'm still gonna make a new video after this, whether this video gets 1 view or it gets 1 million views. It doesn't matter. You have to go through life with that mentality. You need to stop caring what other people think. Like, when you are living your life based on what you think, it's not even what other people think, it's what you think other people will think. So you're creating a mental prison for yourself. You're just like putting yourself in this cage. And the funny thing is, there's no actual lock on the door. You're just keeping the door closed yourself, because you created this false illusion of like, oh, these people think this and those people think that, and so I should do X, Y, and Z. And it's like, no, you're just writing fan fiction in your head. You're just writing stories in your head. It's going back to the girls analogy. It's like you see the cute girl and then you start getting in your head and fantasizing, be like, oh, I'm gonna go say this, and then she's gonna respond like this, and then we're gonna do this. I'm gonna ask her for her number, and then blah, blah, blah. And then like you're writing fan fiction in your head. That's why you have so many expectations on it. You're putting too much pressure on it. Needy is creepy. You're being too needy. You're thinking too much about it. You just gotta let it happen. And you're able to do that when you can say, oh, I want it, but I don't need it, right? Wants versus needs. When you want something to work out, you're gonna take action. You're gonna put in the work to get there. But when you don't need it to work out, you're outcome independent. Now you're going to be able to actually take those risks without worrying. You're not gonna be afraid, because you're okay if it doesn't work out. You're okay if you get rejected. You're okay if you take the L. It doesn't matter. At least you tried, at least you did something, at least you went for it. And if it doesn't work out, then you flow like water, you pivot, you adapt, you do something else. Don't keep forcing yourself into this box, into this mental prison of how you think other people want you to be. Just be you. Again, Uncle Iroh, who are you and what do you want? What do you want out of life? What do you want to do? What kind of person do you want to be? Stop caring what other people think. What do you think about yourself? Do you like yourself? Do you love yourself? That's all that matters. That's the most important thing, right? When you stop being so needy, you stop being so attached to some version of life that you want in your head. You start being able to actually enjoy life now. You start being able to enjoy the present moment, because you're like, yeah, I want, more money. I want a healthier physique, blah, 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 right? But it's like, I'm enjoying life now. I'm working towards that. That's happening. That's developing. I'm moving closer to my goals. I'm not worried about the outcome, because I trust the process. I trust the path that I'm on. I trust the steps that I'm taking every single day. And I'm enjoying the journey. I'm enjoying the process, because at the end of the day, 99% of life is a journey. So we might as well enjoy it. Stop getting so caught up in the destination, because that's just like one little moment in life. 99.9% of it is the journey itself. That's where we grow. That's where we actually become the man or woman that can actually accomplish the goal. Because if we could accomplish the goal now, we'd already have it. We wouldn't be on a journey. There wouldn't be a journey to undertake. The journey is about self-growth, self-discovery, becoming that version of ourselves that can actually live that life. And then that's how you walk through life with this non-needy energy, genuine non-neediness, not fake being nonchalant or whatever, trying too hard to be nonchalant. You're genuinely non-needy, again, with your friendships, with your romantic relationships, like with your job, with starting a business, with taking risks in life. I want it, but I don't need it. I'm just gonna enjoy this journey, enjoy this moment, enjoy this connection for what it is. And I'm not gonna force it to be anything it's not. I'm gonna trust the process. I'm gonna let things unfold organically as they're supposed to, and I know the right people will be there for me. I know the right opportunities will be there for me. I know the right businesses will be there for me. I know the right career path will be there for me. You know, even something simple like you're trying to plan a vacation. I know the right vacation destination will be there for me. I'm not going to force it to be how I think it is in my head. I'm just going to enjoy it for what it is in reality, because I'm not needy anymore. Because I trust myself, I love myself, I respect myself. I'm not worried about what other people think. I've developed a mentality of non-neediness. And now I can actually be at peace in the present moment, which is something that's so simple but so profound. Everything that we want in life is found in the present moment. The future doesn't exist. It's something that is created now in the present. And the past doesn't exist either, because when it was happening, it wasn't the past, it was the present. It's only ever the present moment. It's only ever right now. We can only ever accomplish our goals, take action, move forward right now. Nothing happens outside of the present moment. So just remember that. Care about other people, care about your loved ones without caring so much what they think of you. Respect yourself, love yourself, care more about your own opinion of yourself versus other people's opinion of you. All right. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you all in the next video.